Okay, this is a GCSE Spanish overlap reading question. As I put on the left-hand side here, key points to remember before you do this. You don't need to understand every single word of this. You have to expect on a question like this, a true, false, not mentioned question, there will be words that you don't understand. They're there deliberately to distract you. Don't let them distract you. Focus on what the question is asking you and look for information that this is that is relevant to this. Okay, so there's the three questions on the right-hand side. That's the information you need to know. You don't need to know anything else about the text than that. And then normally the question on the paper will be formatted differently than this. You'll have to write in a box. You know that there's only three possible answers, true, false, or not mentioned. Never leave one of those blank. Okay, there's a 33.3 recurring % chance that you'll be right. Okay, so you might as well take that gamble. It's better than leaving a blank box. It's always any question that you have where there's only a certain number of answers. Just if you don't know, just guess. Never leave it blank. Okay, right. So you need to decide if the three statements on the right-hand side are true, false, or not mentioned. According to the text, the Spanish Civil War took place at the same time as the Second World War. According to the text, German forces bombed the Basque town of Guernica. And according to the text, the nationalists, led by General Franco, won the war. Okay, so I want you to pause the video now so you can read it, then decide if those statements are true, false, or not mentioned, and I'll go through the answers. So pause the video now. Right, let's look through it now then. So according to the text, the Spanish Civil War took place at the same time as the Second World War. That's in the first paragraph here. La Guerra Civil Española tuvo lugar entre los años 1936 y 1939 y terminó unos meses antes de que empezara la Segunda Guerra Mundial. And so the key point here is the Spanish Civil War took place between the years 1936 to 1939. The Second World War did begin in 1939, but y terminó. We know terminar is to finish. It finished unos meses, a few months, antes de que. We know antes is before. Empezar is to start. So it finished a few months before the Second World War started, meaning therefore number one is false. According to the text, German forces bombed the Basque town of Guernica. Quizá el momento más dramático del conflicto fue el bombardeo del pueblo vasco Guernica por parte de las fuerzas alemanas. So we can understand that you probably wouldn't have seen this word before, but bombardeo, bombing. And then it says the bombing, then por parte de las fuerzas alemanas, on the part of or by German forces. We know alemán is German, so fuerzas alemanas, German forces, meaning therefore point number two is true. And then finally, according to the text, the nationalists, led by General Franco, won the war. You're probably unlikely to get one as straightforward as this in your exam because this doesn't mention anything about either the nationalists or General Franco, meaning therefore you know it's not mentioned. Okay, the third paragraph here doesn't mention that at all. Therefore, it's not mentioned. Okay, so we've got false, true, and not mentioned.